Next on the news, a church picking up the pieces after an unholy act leaves 2 statues in shambles.
The pastor and parishioners here at St. Therese of Lisieux in Flatbush shocked after the vandalism of 2 statues, including this near-century-old statue of the Blessed Mother. I'm Jessica Easthope. That story's coming up. A pro-life organization handing out gifts and prizes to thank the moms who chose the gift of life. Plus, the countdown is on for the National March for Life, and ahead of the walk in Washington, a word from the organization's new leader.
Unborn babies are people with dignity and with humanity, and I march to protect them and to hold up their mothers.
I'm Christine Persichetti. Currents News starts right now. Pastor and parishioner shocked over an incident of vandalism at St. Therese of Lisieux. A man entered the church's property early Tuesday morning and broke a statue of the Blessed Mother and of St. Therese. The Marian statue is nearly a century old. Currents News' Jessica Easthope has more on this unholy act in Flatbush.
Their hands were chopped into pieces.
This is all that's left of the Blessed Mother's right hand. Father Ligiu Augustine, the pastor of St. Therese of Lisieux in Flatbush, says it dates back to the church's beginning nearly a century ago. It was just restored and repainted.
Am I bothering the people with, decorating the statues, keeping the statue, putting the new lights and keeping everything brighter? I don't know.
This man spent close to half an hour on the church's property Tuesday morning, climbing, inappropriately kissing, and then smashing 2 statues.
And I'm not angry, that I can tell you very honestly. But I'm really saddened.
Carmen Freeman and Jackie Lawrence were among the first to discover the destruction.
I am still in shock because I didn't know we would experience this.
By faith, we know that we will find the person that did it. We'll continue to pray for them.
Until now, Father Ligiu said this gate has remained open 24/7, but in an effort to deter any possible future vandalism, he now plans to close it at 5 o'clock when the church closes. In Flatbush, Jessica Easthope, Currents News. Now to an annual Mass that aims to reach out to survivors of clerical sex abuse. The Mass of Hope and Healing, happening October 24th, can play a key role in the road to recovery for people who have suffered abuse and lost faith in the Catholic Church.
It is Isaiah.
From the readings to the songs, the liturgy is planned by victim survivors for victim survivors to help them heal from sexual abuse and gain trust back in the church. Mary Ellen Quinn, the director of the Office for the Protection of Children and Young People, and Elizabeth Harris, the Diocese of Brooklyn's Victim Assistance Coordinator, work directly with survivors of clergy abuse, helping them process their pain and heal through faith.
We hope that this Mass just provides an outlet for them to find their hope, their healing, solidarity amongst other survivors perhaps, but just to know that the journey towards healing can be long and very different for each individual, and we recognize that, and we want to be here to help them on that journey.
I think we need to let people know that we're here for them, that we support them, that we're here to pray with them, that we let them know that we're not happy with what happened to them, and we are certainly moving forward to end this in our church.
This year, the Mass will be celebrated in both English and Spanish at St. Pancras Church in Glendale. Brooklyn Bishop Robert Brennan will be the main celebrant. The Mass is open to all who wish to attend. Once again, it will be at St. Pancras Church in Glendale. That's at 7222 68th Street. It starts at 7 o'clock, and if you can't be there in person, it will be broadcasted live right here on Net TV. And as a programming note, because the Mass of Hope and Healing is live at 7 p.m., Currents News will air at 6:30 p.m. Once again, Currents News will air at 6:30 on Thursday, October 24th, and the Mass of Hope and Healing will air at 7. One organization, the Bridge to Life, serves thousands of women and families every year, providing them with diapers, clothing, and supplies to last through childhood. But for the first time, the Bridge to Life hosted a Client Appreciation Day, handing out prizes and gifts to thank the moms who chose God's ultimate gift, life. Currents News' Jessica Easthope has more from College Point. With the spin of a wheel, a mom in need can breathe a little easier.
Tracy Tang knows what it feels like to be faced with an unplanned pregnancy and make a life-changing decision.
It should be the time that I have a baby, but I wasn't mentally ready.
2 years ago, Tracy came to the Bridge to Life and made a life-saving decision. Today, she's a client and a volunteer. She's married and pregnant with her second child, who she feels blessed to bring into the world.
It's like family. Their doors were open to help. Francesca was available and would call me regularly to see how I was doing.
Here at the Bridge to Life's Client Appreciation Day, everyone leaves with something to help their child thrive. The pro-life organization and Catholic Charities Brooklyn and Queens provided gift cards, supplies, help with food assistance, and clothing.
When you're seeing these moms, they're getting so many extra items. You have to see the smiles on these women's faces.
Executive Director Francesca Jellicoe says more than any material item, these women get a support system for life.
We're here for them throughout their pregnancy and after the baby's born.
Every mom got the chance to play diaper pong and shoot to win packs of these. They're from Every Life, a pro-life diaper company. Earlier this year, when Planned Parenthood set up a mobile clinic a few miles away from the Democratic National Convention offering free abortions, Every Life set up right next to it and offered expectant mothers lifetime supplies of their diapers.
They really put their money where their mouth is. They really do amazing things to help women who are faced with these pregnancies and are trying to make decisions that are literally life-changing decisions.
The Bridge to Life has an ongoing relationship with Catholic Charities Brooklyn and Queens and plans to continue their new partnership with Every Life. In College Point, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
We are about 3 months away from the National March for Life, and thousands are preparing to walk the National Mall for the unborn. This year, pro-lifers are banding together under the theme, Every Life, Why We March. Organizers say it's a message of encouragement as a string of abortion measures have hit the ballot box. The march wants to remind pro-lifers to stay in the fight even more than 2 years after Roe v. Wade was overturned, changing abortion from the law of the land to the decision of the individual state. And leading the way in Washington will be the March for Life's next president, Jenny Bradleylter. She joins us now from Washington, D.C. to talk about the march and her new role. Hi, Jenny.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Of course. So, Jenny, you actually have roots in the Diocese of Brooklyn, correct?
I do. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and baptized at Mary Queen of Heaven Parish, so Brooklyn is very dear to me.
Oh, I love to hear that. And now that Roe is overturned, New York is one of the states that continues to fight to keep abortion legal, so obviously there's a lot of work to be done. You take over in February after an election cycle where abortion has been a key issue and with a growing number of American adults who are pro-abortion. So what are your priorities as president?
Thanks. Yes. So my hope is to pick up right where the wonderful longtime president of the March for Life, Jeannie Mancini, leaves off. And our priorities will continue to be speaking with clarity, but also compassion about the dignity of the unborn and about supporting moms, no matter their circumstances. Growing our state March program, which is new just as of the last few years, but given the political and legal landscape is, I think, more important than ever. So we'll be continuing to invest in holding marches in state capitals across the country. And of course, hosting and planning the National March for Life every January, which is just an incredible, one-of-a-kind event that I have attended for many years and loved as a marcher. And I'm so excited to be a part of the team that gets to put it on.
Yeah, we know you're a longtime marcher. You started when you were in college more than 20 years ago. So this year, as we mentioned, the theme is Every Life, Why We March. So tell us, why have you always marched? Pretty quick.
Yeah, I've been a marcher in Washington for almost 25 years, and in my hometown in Indiana, even prior to that as a kid. It's very simple for me. It just boils down to life is beautiful, life is precious. Unborn babies are people with dignity and with humanity, and I march to protect them and to hold up their mothers.
All right, the next president of the March for Life, Jenny Bradleylter. Thanks so much for being here and good luck.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
The Diocese of Brooklyn is planning to bring a large contingent of pro-lifers down to Washington. If you'd like to join them, just email the diocese's Director of Marriage, Family, and Respect Life Education, Christian Rada. That email is crada@diobrook.org. And that is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.